Hi everyone, welcome to the Stellar Bottles video on the greatest wines that you probably don't know much about. Hi, I'm Bob Paulinski, founder of Stellar Bottles, master of wine. I've been in the wine business for a lot of years, 35 plus. I've stopped counting at this point. And I've worked all throughout the U.S. in a number of roles. I've also done a lot of work overseas as well. Now I'm here with Stellar Bottles to tell you about some of the most interesting artisanal wines that you'll find anywhere. Now, keep in mind, with Stellar Bottles, we focus on true brick and mortar wineries. These are not private labels. They're not virtual wines that you find all throughout the internet today. These are wineries that in many cases have a long history to a specific place. These are wines that represent their true place of origin. And all of them do have also a very strong eco-friendly presence as well. So to jump right into the wines that we're going to discuss, there are three today. And the first is from northern Italy. It's a Barbera called Palo Marcarino Zero Incandata Piemonte Barbera. Man, that's a long name, but the wine is well worth remembering. Barbera is very common in the northwest part of Italy. It's actually one of the most widely planted grape varieties in all of Italy. You don't find it outside of Italy all that much. My feeling is if the origins of this wine were French, it would be one of the most widely known and widely planted grape varieties in the world because the style is really accessible. There's broad appeal to it. It grows well in a lot of places. Generally, it yields a lot of fruit as well. So it can adapt to places very well, but it hasn't happened in a broad sense. And really the northwest part of Italy in Piemonte is the home base where you find some amazing values, this being one of them. Now, with Barbera, there's a couple of different styles. You find the big oak extract style, the one that's like full, hearty, really dense. And then there's other styles that emphasize the fruit character, and that's what you have with this wine. With this one, you can see it has a screw cap, which is not all that common for Piemonte. But the wine itself is more purple in color than red. It has a very pronounced fruit character to it. It's a little bit of a savory spice note. It's full-bodied, but it is extremely soft. And it's one of these wines that you could actually chill down for 15-20 minutes in the fridge, bring it out with a little bit of a chill, and because the tannin level is so low, you won't draw out any of the astringency with the cooler temp. So it works really well for the summer months. Now the wine is organic and it also has no added sulfur to it. So the sulfites that you do find in it are just what's naturally occurring during the fermentation process. I absolutely love this wine. I think you will as well. It's a great wine to have with most anything off the grill. It's perfect with a red sauce. It's very versatile in terms of what you can match it with, and I think it's just an absolute gem. So that's our first wine. The second is also from Italy, and it is it's from a producer called Orsana, and it's a Primitivo. Now, Primitivo in Italy, for the most part, comes from the very southern part of the country. This one's a little further north. It's more central Italy is where this is sourced from. But Primitivo has a very close link to Zinfandel. But in terms of style, they're really quite different. Zinfandel in California generally will have higher alcohol and a riper fruit character. With this wine, the alcohol is around 13.5, so it's not low, but it's not as high as a lot of Zin. And it highlights much more of the spice component in the wine. So it's dense, it's full, it's got a lot of body to it. There's enough tannin on the finish where you get a little bit of that typical Italian style where it's got a little bit of like a gritty, almost sandpapery, fine sandpapery finish to it, which is absolutely ideal for richer pasta dishes, meats that have a little bit of a fat content to it, as the tannin will cut right through that and keep your palate fresh for the next bite. And it's one of the most eco-friendly wines you can ever find. It's organic, it's certified biodynamic, it's vegan friendly, it's no added sulfur, and the packaging is eco-friendly as well. You notice it almost looks like a chef's apron. And all that holds the label on is a couple of drops of glue on the back. You pop these off and the entire label comes off, so it's easy for the recycle bin. You can see there's no capsule as well, so it's really low maintenance in terms of popping it into the recycle bin. It's another gem. You really got to try it. And the third wine is French. It's called Domaine de Cidre. It's a Côte de Rhône Village. Now this is from the southern part of the Rhône Valley. It's an area that has much more of a Mediterranean climate to it. As you get further north up into Lyon, it's much more of a continental climate. But this wine is made from 80% Syrah, it's 20% Grenache. That is not typical for southern Rhône. Most of the wines there have a much higher percentage of Grenache, so this one is a bit of an exception in that regard. Syrah is what forms a lot of that spice component in the wine. It has like a cracked pepper character to it. It's big, it's dense, it's very full. And the Grenache helps to round out the wine, give it a little more balance, a little more heft and weight in the mid-palate. But the combination of these two really, really shines in this wine. It reminds me a little bit of some of the Chateauneuf de Papes that you can come across. But in this case, the wine's got a little more weight and depth than what you'll find with a lot of Chateauneuf out there. I think this is one of the most amazing values out in the market today. Actually, I poured myself a bit of it, and I'll tell you, the aroma is just stunning. It's ripe, it's rich, it's full. There's a lot going on in this wine, and I think you and your guests would just love this with most anything off the grill. It would be great with like grilled mushrooms, portobellos, that sort of thing, medium sharp cheeses. It would do really, really well. So at Stellar Bottles, we're currently running a promo, and the promo is this. If you buy 4 or more bottles, we'll ship to you for no charge. Everything goes out in an eco-friendly box. The box is fully recyclable, and the wines are delivered to your doorstep in this container that you can easily recycle. And if you spend more than $99, we'll also give you an extra $20 off. There's a promotional code on the website that you'll find. So if you go to the website, get all those details, you're going to get some amazing wines for great prices delivered to your doorstep, absolutely hassle-free, quick, simple, and easy. So please check out the website. Thanks for being here today with me. We'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.